It's a perfect day for a picnic with beautiful autumn leaves here in Tokyo. Hi everyone, I'm Ao. Today I'll show you a Japanese mom how to make a bento box. I'll use this bento box. Here is today's agenda. First, we'll do the bento prep and then have breakfast with my family. Today's breakfast is special. It's bread from a long-established bakery founded way back in 1869. After that, we'll finish making the bento box. Once it's ready, we are heading to Shinjuku Gyoen for a family picnic. Shinjuku Gyoen is a former Imperial Garden and truly beautiful place. We are even going to stop by the Japanese sweet shop inside the garden for a little snack. It's gonna be a fun-filled day, so please watch all the way through. First, the prep work. I'm going to cook the rice and marinate the chicken for the karaage, Japanese fried chicken. Today's bento menu is onigiri, rice balls, karaage, tamagoyaki, rolled omelets, and nikujaga, meat and potato stew. For the karaage, cut the chicken thighs into bite-sized pieces and put them in a plastic bag. Add mentsu, noodle soup base. If you don't have it, soy sauce and sugar works. Along with garlic and ginger, and massage the marinade into the chicken. I use grated garlic salt in a tube. For the ginger, I use chopped pieces that I keep stocked in the freezer. My children are waking up now. I'll introduce my family. My husband Jun, my older daughter Emma, who just turned 3, and my younger daughter Hina, who will be 1 soon. Let's have breakfast together before we start making bento. あいちゃん、昨日さ、デパ地下で買ったパンがあるわ。何のパン買ったんだっけ？
たぬき。
ねえ、たぬきのパン買ったね。
たぬき食べたい。
たぬき食べようか。持ってってこれ。はい。
たらーん。
We bought this bread in my last video, so if you missed it, go check it out. 見して、チョコかな。あとね、これが卵パンで、こっちがコロッケパンで、これがね、アンパン、木村屋っていうアンパン発祥のお店なんで、アンパンも買いました。
いただきます。
はーい。何が入ってんだろうな。
見て。
何？
チョコ。
わあ、すごい。チョコだね。ぎっしりチョコだね。すごい。I usually try not to let her eat sweets for breakfast, but since Emma was so good during her haircut yesterday, we are making an exception today.
これまた。
じゃあオートミールにバナナを混ぜて豆乳入れてます。
あるよ。
Jun is doing his best to gently manage how much chocolate Emma is eating.
はい。
ね、チョコもうちょっとだよ。
だいまたなくな
なくなったなのよ。いくよ。いい？せーの。Emma is usually mild-mannered and patient, but when it comes to food, she can be very strong-willed. よいしょ、チョコさんお返しします。はい、ありがとうね。
そんなボロボロ涙流して。
これ食べてもいいの、パパ？いいの？ありがとう。
本当大好きだね、食べるのがね。
朝からこんな菓子パンなんて食べちゃって。
特別だよね、今日はね。
Emma also eats egg bread and anpan.
エマさんもパパの5倍食べたいんだ。
いい、それはでっかいね。
これまたの
うん、いいよ。
わーお。
はい、ありがと
ね、あんこが入ってた。
ね。
う。Hina is quite the little foodie herself. It looks like the banana oatmeal wasn't enough, so I'll give her a mikan as well. Since I'm quite the foodie myself, I think they must get it from my gene. Now let's get back to making the bento. Jun has already taken Emma and Hina to Shinjuku Gyoen to play. I'll join them as soon as the bento box is ready. I'm heating the oil for the karaage up to 170 degrees Celsius. Japanese stove tops often have a sensor that automatically keeps the oil temperature constant for safe and easy frying. For the karaage coating, I use a mix of potato starch, katakuriko, and all-purpose flour. The potato starch makes the coating crispy, while the flour helps to lock in the meat's juiciness. You must coat the chicken just before frying to ensure maximum crispiness. Crispy crust, make sure not to touch the chicken until the coating is set. While the karaage is frying, I'll quickly microwave the broccoli. The broccoli stalks are delicious too, so I make sure to use them. Since the outer skin is tough, I only use the tender core part. I put the pieces in a dish with a little water, cover it with plastic wrap, and microwave it until they are tender. Flipping them halfway through, fry the pieces for about 5 minutes to ensure the meat is fully cooked. Next, I'm going to make the onigiri or rice balls. I put the rice in a bowl and sprinkle furikake, rice seasoning, over it. This one is ume yukari, which is a blend of plum and red shiso leaves. I wet my hands and shape the rice into whatever form I like. Today, I'm making them into a cylindrical shape so they fit easily into the bento box. I also shape some smaller onigiri for Emma. Next, I'll make the seasoned flake salmon onigiri. I wrap some of the onigiri with nori seaweed for a little change in flavor. Next, I'm going to make the tamagoyaki or Japanese rolled omelette. I add mentsuyu noodle soup paste to the eggs and mix them well. You can substitute this with soy sauce and sugar, or if you prefer a savory tamagoyaki, just adding shirodashi, light-colored soup stock, is a delicious option. I glaze the tamagoyaki pan with oil and pour in about half of the egg mixture. Once the egg is partially set, I use chopsticks and a spatula to roll it up. I push the rolled egg back to the far end of the pan and pour in the rest of the egg mixture. Make sure the egg flows under the rolled egg too. This helps the layers stick together, making a nice clean roll. Now, I slice the tamagoyaki and start packing all the dishes into the bento box. This special box is called an ojubako. An ojubako is a stackable tiered container traditionally used for food on celebratory occasions. It's mainly seen during New Year's for osechi cuisine or as picnic bentos for events like sports days, cherry blossom viewings, or autumn leaf viewings like today. The stacked design symbolizes the wish for happiness to pile up. By the way, this ojubako belonged to my grandparents. I received it after my grandfather passed away. Nikujaga has a lot of liquid, so to prevent any leaks, I put a layer of katsuobushi dried bonito flakes underneath it to absorb the moisture. This nikujaga was made yesterday. You can watch the cooking process in my previous video. Stew and curries always taste best the next day because the flavor has settled. I use broccoli and cherry tomatoes to fill the gaps and add color. Filling these spaces also prevents the food from shifting during transport. The bento box is finally ready.
これを新宿御苑に持って行って家族で食べたいと思います。やばい、もう12時になっちゃう。
I've arrived. The entrance fee for Shinjuku Gyoen is 500 yen, but we bought the annual pass for 2,000 yen. Our home is just a small apartment, but this vast garden feels like our own huge backyard. Shinjuku Gyoen is a massive 58-hectare park and a true oasis in central Tokyo. It's historically significant, originating as a feudal lord's residence before becoming an Imperial Garden. The park can get very crowded, especially during the cherry blossom and autumn foliage seasons.
エマちゃん、お待たせしました。お腹空いた人。
は
お弁当持ってきた。食べる？
食べる大きな
レジャーシート忘れた。あれ、ひなちゃんが寝っ転がってる。
今まで寝てたんです、ね、
あ、寝てたんだ。おはよう、ひなちゃん。お弁当、ひなちゃんのも持ってきたよ。
イエーイ。
イエーイ、食べようね。
わーおにぎりたくさん。いいよ、そこ置いて。
下にもおかずあるよ。重いから手伝ってあげて。
これをせーの、よいしょ。わーピクニックが
ワッツンの
大きいのがいいの？何味がいいかな？鮭と海苔巻いた鮭と梅干し。梅干しって食べたことあるかな？ない。ちょっとじゃあ食べてね。今日の唐揚げの味どう？
いいか
いい？美味しい？
この間と違うよ、まちゃん。
この間より美味しい？ニンニクが入ってます。食べる？
美味しくって踊った
美味しくって踊っちゃうの？いいね。ちゃんこ口。
ひなたも同じの食べたいよね。
美味しそうに見えるね。
まあ、あと1年後には食べれるでしょうね。
1個2個ぐらいかな。誰おならしたの？
ごちそうさまでした。
はーい。
By the way, have you ever watched a Japanese anime? My favorite is the movie Your Name. It's world famous, so some of you may already know it. The director of that anime, Makoto Shinkai, is known for using real Japanese scenery and buildings in his works. In fact, the restaurant where the main character worked is right in front of Shinjuku Gyoen. You can even see this tower appearing in the film. Also, another work by director Shinkai, The Garden of Words, is set here in Shinjuku Gyoen. The gazebo in the Japanese garden is the main setting, and many foreign tourists visit as a pilgrimage to the anime's Holy Land. Since about half of the park's visitors are now from overseas, the park features things like a traditional Kyoto confectionery shop, a Japanese restaurant, and a kimono rental shop. We are going to visit a Japanese sweet shop during our snack time today.
写真撮りに行ったの？ちょっと何が食べれるのか見てみよう。
これ
それ食べてみる？
エマさん。
入ってみようか。無料休憩所でもある。ここはさ、無料の休憩スペースです。
We got soft serve ice cream topped with shiratama and mitarashi, plus a cup of matcha.
これはね、熱いの。抹茶っていうの。これはね、あんまり甘くない。ちょっと苦いお茶。どう？おいしい？
おいしい。
おいしい。ジュン君もどうぞ、スプーンあるよ。
いただいてもいいよ。
いただいてもいい。もちもちしてるからよく噛み噛みしてた。
よく噛むんだよ。
噛んで
よく噛むんだよ。
ちゃんとなんかあれで食べてたわ。茶筅で。
あ、大きすぎだよ。
大きすぎか。
大きすぎだよね。大きすぎじゃない？
ちょっとこうやってちょっとずつ舐めんのよ。
苦くないの？はい、ごちそうさま。
とてもだってまだ食べたかった。
もちまーい。
After this, we are heading to a 100 yen shop to buy some Christmas decorations, but I'll save that for the next video. If you enjoyed this one, please subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment. I would really appreciate it. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.